The Edifier W830NB promises a lot: high resolution audio, impressive noise cancellation, and marathon battery life. While it delivers on some fronts, let's be honest, it's a budget headphone. The sound, while decent, lacks the depth and clarity true audiophiles crave. Noise cancellation is good, but don't expect miracles in loud environments. And while 94 hours of battery life and comfort is impressive, the build quality feels more like a compromise than a feature. Ultimately, the W830NB is a jack of all trades, master of none. Up until now, I've only used Edifier speakers and never their headphones, so I'm actually pretty excited because I've always been impressed with their sound quality from their speakers. Taking a look at the packaging does look very nice and also simplistic, actually very lightweight as well. These do look like they have a very nice design overall, and I'm really excited to see how they actually sound because we got that high-res audio wireless, as well as LDAC support. Now these do come in a variety of colors. I happen to have the gray model, and once we open this up, I mean, it doesn't look, it's not a super outstanding unboxing experience, but to be fair, that's not the thing that matters here. It's the headphones themselves. Although, you know, a nice unboxing experience does make you feel good on the inside. Inside the box, you do have a user manual, a USB-A to USB Type-C charging cable, as well as the headphones themselves, which are actually extremely light in weight, and they do look very nice. Nice gray color, I like it. Now, what I will say is they feel, like I said, extremely light, but I feel like they feel too light, which I wouldn't think is necessarily a bad thing. They just feel a bit flimsy. They just don't feel super high quality. They do feel very stretchy, however, and they look pretty nice, but it's just the plastic build. They just don't feel all that great. Now take a look here by the 40mm drivers. We do have these nice soft, fluffy ear cups. They do look very good and feel very nice. They should be comfortable for long hours of wear. As you can see, these do extend, so you can extend them as far as you need, and hopefully they'll fit your large head, or if your head happens to be smaller, something like this, and they should fit fine. Very stretchy, and they don't sound like they're creaking, so that's always nice to see. We do have left and right indicators, so this is the left side, this is the right side. The right side does have the controls. We have volume up and down, as well as track controls and a multifunctional button. Right next to the USB Type-C charging port, an LED light, and one of the microphones. Another microphone here, microphones. There's microphones all over here for both phone calls and active noise canceling. And then up here at the top, of course, we do have a nice soft touch headband that is very soft and fluffy as well. Now overall, I do like the way they look. The design looks great, the color looks great. It's just how they feel. Not a huge fan, but they are lightweight, so you know, there are trade-offs. If these were made out of metal, they wouldn't be nearly as light, unless you use a lightweight metal. But then, go in a different class. These are a little more budget friendly. So now with all that being said, let's get these powered on. LED light is on. It's flashing. We are in pairing mode. I almost forgot, there is another feature about these that is great: multi-point connectivity, so you can connect it to two devices at the same time, and it'll intelligently switch between them. So if you're on your phone listening to music, you pause it, you switch over to your computer, watch a movie. You don't have to unpair and repair and reconnect and do all that mumbo jumbo. It just automatically happens. It's very cool. One other thing I just noticed: there's no carrying case, no protective case. You just got the headphones and you just better take care of them, which is a bit concerning because, I mean, like I said, the plastic material doesn't feel all that great. They feel like they might get damaged pretty easily, so there should really be a protective case, something. Now, these are actually relatively smart headphones because we also do have an app, and inside the app we can actually get them paired up. We'll choose the wireless series. W830 does not exist. Okay, well this is a little weird. There's two different Edifier apps, and apparently I'm using the wrong one. So you need the Edifier Con X app. Why? I don't get it. Anyways, I got the app, so let's try this again. I already connected the Bluetooth. I'm connected. Let's do a quick power cycle of the headphones. Maybe that'll change everything. So there's two different apps. Finally got the one I need, and it's still not working. Beats me. Guess we're not looking at the app today because it doesn't work. You gotta be kidding me now. And then we have find my product, so we can actually find it. So, yo, that's actually pretty loud. It says not to wear it while you're doing this because it's loud, and it actually is loud. You can definitely hear this if you have it in your room somewhere. You're like, I can't find my headphones, because I've heard some where they're really quiet. I'm like, I can't hear it. I don't know what the point of it is, but this one actually works. Okay, so for sound modes, we have music, game, and then spatial sound, which is cool. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be good spatial sound where, like, when you move, it has like a gyroscope in there and knows exactly where you're facing, because that'll be cool. Otherwise, it's kind of just a 3D effect, and it's not the best. So going back, let's go to the sound effects again. We have classic, classical, heavy bass, rock, and customized. So these are the EQ modes. If you go to customize, you can customize it to your liking, frequencies, Q factor, gain, all that. So not bad. You can also reset, rename, share, and delete. Noise reduction, we're on high, which I guess is for airplanes, medium for a coffee shop, wind reduction for wind, ambient sound to hear things, and then turn it off completely to get 40 hours of extra battery life. And it looks like that's pretty much it. The app is well designed, I just don't like that I can't do it while I'm screen recording, or if I'm on a phone call, it won't let me do it either, so that's kind of weird, but oh well, whatever. Let's actually get to the point here. Let's see how these actually fit and feel on my head. Fro, get out the way. Let's see, make it a little bigger here. Hair's in the way. Okay. I will say, active noise canceling is already on. Instantly, once I put these on, I could not hear any sort of fans or anything, and they do feel extremely comfortable and lightweight. So, like I said, they do feel very light and plasticky, but coming onto your head, they feel great. Comfort is good, they're over my ears completely. I have a bit of cabin pressure feeling from the active noise canceling, but not too bad. And everything does sound completely quiet, so they're working very well. And now, without further ado, let's listen to some music and see if they sound amazing. Okay, so right now, default settings, clear and crisp audio. They don't get super loud because I'm almost maxed out and they don't sound very loud, which is kind of weird because that beeping sound was really loud, so I thought they'd be extremely loud. But the bass is pretty mellow because, you know, we're in classic mode, I'm hoping. So if I actually go into sound effects, we're gonna go to heavy bass. I wanna see if it actually increases the bass exponentially. You know, pretty good bass. You know what? Let's try a song that has heavy bass. Okay, I will say the bass isn't super heavy. Like, it's not like Beats or something with a ton of bass. It has good bass. It's just, you don't really feel the bass, but like it's there. You know, so if you want like super bass heavy, I don't know if we can increase the bass here. That was weird. They just randomly disconnected and reconnected. I don't know why. Okay. So the bass doesn't sound very high no matter what I do, but maybe if I adjust the active noise canceling. Hello? Okay, ambient sound does sound great. I can hear my voice perfectly, very loud and clear, so that's nice. But no matter what, all the active noise canceling modes, the audio does sound, it sounds good, and I don't really hear any distortions or any changes. If any, they're pretty negligible as far as audio quality when you change the active noise canceling modes. I know sometimes the audio changes, but we're good here. Okay, let's try gaming mode. Okay, game mode definitely increases the bass a bit. Spatial mode. I don't like spatial sound. So spatial sound, it's not like a good spatial sound where, for example, gyroscopes, screens in front of you, you turn and it knows and it's like, oh, let's have the sound come over here and it moves with you, you know, or I guess doesn't move with you. This one, it kind of just gives it a 3D sound effect and it really reduces the quality of the audio and doesn't sound great, so I'm not sure why you would ever use it. It's not good. But if you really want spatial sound, I guess you could use it, but I would never use this now. Oh, it sounds terrible. You can't move it. Yeah, I'm going back to music mode. Because the game mode even, the bass kind of overpowered everything too. Okay, now I don't know if I'm crazy. After I turned off spatial mode, the audio still doesn't sound like it went back to how it was. It sounds a little weird. Did I mess it up by turning on spatial mode? Now it's stuck forever? I'm in music mode. I guess it sounds back to how it was. Spatial mode's terrible. I hate it. And of course, this right here is a raw and unedited audio sample coming directly from the microphone to your ears. This is exactly what a phone call will sound like when you're talking on it to your favorite people. So hopefully it is crystal clear. All right, might as well check video latency real quick. Okay, good. Audio video latency, no issues whatsoever. Everything is in sync, perfect. Now, that being said, I am honestly a tad bit disappointed. Now, I will say the active noise canceling is working very well. I like that. They are very comfortable and lightweight. A lot of the times when I'm wearing over-ear headphones, they push against my earrings and start messing with my head, and These, no issues with that. That was nice. Comfortable, don't feel super sweaty, so nice. But first of all, no case, so you're gonna be carrying these around on your neck at all times, so keep that in mind. If you throw these in your bag, the plastic, you better keep them nice and safe. They should have a case. Now, that aside, I am a bit disappointed with the audio quality and the sound and pretty much everything with these 40mm drivers. So first of all, the volume, I had it maxed out at some points. Some songs were a little louder than others and I was like, okay, I should turn it down. But if you shouldn't be doing this, but if you play your music very, very loudly, these aren't gonna be nearly loud enough for you. They don't ever get to an uncomfortable level, which I guess is fine. It's good, you know, for me, I'm not gonna ever go super high. Like, it gets loud enough for me, but I can just tell you, there's a little to be desired for some people. Now, as far as the actual music quality, other than the volume, it's mostly pretty good. But like I said, the bass is lacking. When you turn on game mode, it does increase bass, I guess, for, you know, like explosions and stuff. But it does it by making the rest of the audio go to the back of the line. Like, bass is up here and it's there, and then it distorts the other audio a bit. It just doesn't sound very good. Now, speaking of not sounding very good, the spatial sound was terrible. Like, I wasn't really expecting it to be amazing, like, you know, the screen's here, you turn and it tracks your head and everything, but I expected it to sound good, and it just really messed up the audio quality. It sounded terrible. Like, if you, like, I wouldn't have any reason why I would ever use that. Like, maybe you want spatial, but if you do, look somewhere else, because this, it just makes it have a 3D sound effect, and it just makes the audio just sound bad. I want to enjoy the audio, and that's not how I'm going to do it. Now, back in regular mode, it's weird because the audio sounded pretty good, usually, but then there were some parts of some, it was weird, it was the same song. The beginning, it sounded pretty good. I was like, okay, there's not a super lot of bass here, but the quality does sound nice and good. But then, toward the middle, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like I turned spatial audio on again, although it wasn't like a 3D effect, but the audio quality was the same. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I went back to the beginning of the song and it was back to normal. I was like, what? I don't know. I was expecting more from these. Like I said, the comfort's very good, but in the same budget range of these headphones, I've had other headphones that sound far superior to these, and also some with better build quality as well, like some metal thrown in there, and even a case, a simple case. I don't know. Like I said, active noise canceling does sound good. So this might be amazing on planes, but I mean, there's a ton of options for headphones. I don't think I would ever pick these. I mean, the comfort does feel good, but I mean, other than the comfort, and I guess the active noise canceling, they definitely wouldn't be my first, like, 10 options, I guess. They're all right, but I honestly expected much better. They're just not hitting the mark for me. But, you know, they're all right in a sense, but I personally wouldn't, you know, choose these.